that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and lend our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
And welcome to the tavern, everyone. I am Travis Sivart, and I just want to say, if you want a piece of me, you can find it at TravisSivart.com. That's where I keep all the books, podcasts, and live streams. My vices tonight are some bourbon, a line of Coke Zero, 0 calorie illegal. It makes my nose fizzy. It's great. And I am loading a pipe right now full of fresh brewed crack. No, I'm kidding. It is C&D autumn evening. See, Ed, for this kind of show, I will talk that shit. The feds won't shut us down. But we mention a black van or a conspiracy, and we're going to lose connection.
We're gone. We're out of here. Yeah. So don't say black van.
But I could be like, hey, I got the crack, I got the cocaine, and I'm just doing it like a dog does my leg when I pay it 5 bones. But yeah, that's my voice. What do you got tonight, Ed?
Oh, I've got Pinot. I don't know what brand, but Pinot, and I have these little chocolate balls because when you break the chocolate shell of Lindor, the lusciously smooth center starts to melt, and so will you. What do you got tonight, Andrea?
Wait, you're not going to talk about that chocoters?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, Andrea. Sorry, Andrea. What were we saying?
I just feel like Lindor should sponsor Ed for all of that. My advice, I have my knitting and some Tropicana orange juice, because why not? And little fact, that the charges are less for cocaine than they are for crack. You're welcome.
Is it really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like what charges? Like how much it costs type charge, or the criminal charges?
Criminal charges. I listened to a podcast and I did some research, and basically, if you were caught with crack, it was 3 to 10 times more sentence than cocaine.
Really?
That's because crack is whack.
That's right. That's
and
why,
Maria, yes, we are.
That's why if anybody asks you if you're a crack addict, you tell them no. You say, I'm a rock monster.
Don't say that.
No, just say no. That's what Nancy said.
Correct.
If anybody asks if you have drugs,
Just say no.
That's right. Because they could be a cop, so just say no. Okay, tonight's topic. Well, there's been something in the news, and I don't know about you guys, but my news feed, when I go on Google and just like look at all the articles, it's tailored for my taste. So I get a lot of stuff about Star Wars and superhero movies, and then just a lot of science stuff. And there's been a little bit of a rile up. Oh, we need an opening toast. Here, I'll give an opening toast that relates to what I'm about to go into here. Here's to your opinion not fucking mattering. Learn that shit. Oh, hold on. Maria says, fun fact, the reasoning behind the crack cocaine thing is because rice people had cocaine. I think she meant rich people. Because otherwise this is suddenly sounding racist.
Yeah.
Crack was for poor people, so they get sent to the slammer a lot longer while rich people get away with it. It's the same substance. It is, Maria. And I have a family recipe that was handed down from generation to generation in my family.
All the way back to Ireland, right?
Yeah, where we grew the first cocaine. It was from potatoes. So anyhow, in my news feed, in my feed of articles, I have seen a lot of stuff about, oh, look, hey Bree, here's Black Adam. Yay. Oh, look, Henry Cavill's in it, reprising his role as Superman. Yay. Oh, look, we now have DC Studios, like you have Marvel Studios. DC now has a specific movie-making group, which took James Gunn of many great movies, including Guardians of the Galaxies, amongst others, and put him in charge with another guy named Peter. I don't actually know Peter's last name. Might be Peter Gunn, but that's a song.
Pumpkin Eater.
It could be Pumpkin Eater, yeah. But yeah, Peter Gunn, because the article I was reading actually misquoted and said Peter Gunn, and I'm like, you're not kidding me or fooling me. That's the blues fucking tune. That's the Spy Hunter theme. Anyhow, that's the Peter Gunn theme. So Maria's going to call him Peter Parker. That works great. So they're head of DC Studios now. And basically they went, wow, there's a bunch of fucking shit. And really a smattering, chaotic, hit and miss reign of movies over the past 6-8 years from DC. So, fuck it. Scrap it all except what is working exceptionally well. Recast everything and start over. Okay. I could get behind that. But then we gave enough time, and now I'm seeing all these articles. Oh, Henry Cavill quit The Witcher to be Superman. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Nobody has confirmed that. That is public opinion. But, by the way, Henry Cavill handled it beautifully in his social media things, going, oh, this is what happened. That's life. Let's move on. But the public is just putting out all these articles. In fact, they are calling... That's correct, Brie. He's not even doing Superman or playing the role. Either one. But he is a possible choice for the next James Bond. So he'll be fine. But people are like, you know what? All this is James Gunn's fault. Not politics and 10 years of bad movies. This is all James Gunn. He runs DC Studios. This was his choice, which has not been stated anywhere on any side that it is. But the public is like, fuck James Gunn. Hashtag boycott James Gunn. Hashtag boycott Guardians of the Galaxy. People are so whip-boo-hoo about Henry Cavill not being Superman that they're like, let's take this whole other franchise that we fucking loved and boycott it, hurting a totally different studio and a bunch of other actors, etc., to get back at James Gunn, who nobody has pointed a finger at to say it's actually his fault, except for the dumb ass public. Now, here's my rant. That's not even the rant. The rant is... No, that's not even... That's the fucking build-up to the rant. The rant is this. Your fucking opinion doesn't matter that much. Okay? You're not paying for these movies. You're not the one losing money when these movies don't make money. You're not writing them. You're not directing them. You aren't even fucking carrying the coffee onto the set. Calm your goddamn tits. Shut up. Go pay your $20 to watch a movie and have a good time. Your shit ain't that important that we need to know it in a bazillion goddamn articles. That's the rant. Yes, Ed.
I missed everything.
Hey, I want to take a moment and talk about something very near and dear to me. My balls. Now, gentlemen, welcome to the 21st century. Okay, it's the 2020s, folks. Men are allowed to groom and take care of themselves and treat themselves however they like. And one thing I've been doing for a long time, because this is my preference and I'm allowed to be who I am, is I like to trim down the boys. I like a nice, neat, clean playing field, and I like it level for everyone involved. So when I heard about Manscaped, I immediately had to reach out to them, and we worked out a sponsorship. So they're sponsoring this, just so you know. But the Performance Package 4.0 arrived, and wow, it is some good stuff there. I got the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is for the goods, the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, some performance boxer briefs, an incredible travel bag. And let me tell you what, that travel bag is high quality stuff right there. It's good stuff. So, can I say this? This trimmer that I got, the Lawnmower 4.0, is the future of grooming. And possibly the greatest ball trimmer ever. So it features a cutting-edge ceramic blade. It reduces grooming accidents using their advanced skin-safe technology. It's very, very technical, very technical. And also, let me say, holding this thing, it's got a great feel to it. The way they've contoured it, that almost sounds dirty. Oh, yeah. But the way they've contoured it, it feels high-tech and sleek, but very, very functional. And it's waterproof and has a 4000K LED spotlight that really helps you when you're getting those areas and you got a little shade going on. Okay? So, because it's waterproof, you don't have to do it over the bathroom floor or try to sling your junk into the sink. You can stand in the shower with the water going and take care of it. And you thought that was good. But then it has the ear and nose trimmer, which I don't know about you, but as you get older, I remember in my 30s, first time that hairdresser ran the bzzz, electric razor up the back of my ear, and I jumped going, what the hell was that? They're like, you have ear hair? I'm like, no, I don't. That was my early 30s. 20 years later, trust me, I use ear and nose trimmers often. More often than I'd like to realize. So, this is included in also. It's also waterproof and provides proprietary skin-safe technology and helps reduces the nicks, the snags, the tugs, and all those things in your nose and whatnot, because nothing worse than pulling the hair out. You want to trim them. Then you've got the ball deodorant, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver ball toner. It's going to change the way you approach your hygiene routine. Your balls will thank you. This stuff is going to help keep everything smooth. It's going to keep everything moisturized, and it's going to smell better than what your body naturally puts out. So, then they threw in the two bonuses, the boxers and the travel bag. It's incredible. Now, just so you guys know, you can order this also at manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com. And use the promo code Sivart for 20% off and free shipping. So you're getting 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com just for using that code. Sivart at manscaped.com. Give it a try. Let me know what you thought. I'm not talking to you anymore, Ed. Let's give a quick shout out to a raid right here on our Twitch channel as we record this podcast. Worthy Advisor and Party of Five coming in. Good to see you guys. There's Steve. Thank you for
Thanks
that raid.
for joining. Hey.
And Maria says the figurehead is always the one being blamed, but if there's a corporate problem, it's the team of people who made the choices they did. It's Advisor, it's Yule is in another 4.5 hours here, correct? Yeah, the 21st, right?
Is it the 20th or 21st this year? It switches back and forth.
Oh, does it?
It's 21st.
21st this year? Okay.
I also don't know where Advisor is. Advisor, if you're in the UK.
I'll have a drink anyway.
There we go. Let's drink to Yule. Absolutely. See, and that's what I was about to say. Yeah, if you're in the UK or Australia, you're in Switzerland. So yes, Yule there. I do have Andrea's Yule present ready to go, and at midnight I will leap out of bed and run across the house to get it, so she can wake up with it laying on her chest, staring at her.
Cat?
Yeah, you will.
You call me the cutest things. So what do you guys?
You gotta run all the way across the house to pick it up?
It will be cold. It's going to be like 21 degrees here. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Hey, Tal, good to see you.
He'll trip over every cat on the way.
We do have a few. Okay, so what do you guys think? Any opinions, any input on this?
Well, I think you said it best. I don't know that there's any opinion left, okay, after you finish that, but I think you said it best. With the last 10 years of DC movies definitely have been hit or miss. I've been like so very excited, and then the movie comes out, it's like, okay. Yeah, that scene was good, but okay. So yeah, somebody else needs to get it going and jumpstart it and everything. And yeah, Henry Cavill not being Superman, I am a little upset about that. But anyway, what do you think, Andrea?
Well, yeah, Henry Cavill's a big boy. He can handle his shit. Don't fight the battles for him because you're not that important. But as far as the movies and things and James Gunn, I don't think he handles all the decisions.
Exactly.
He can't just be like, okay, no more of this. Or
not
this,
when he got the job a week ago.
Yeah, exactly. So don't blame him. Everybody wants someone to blame. But
and let me move this to
my opinion.
Go ahead, sorry.
My opinion is, if you don't like it, then go get the education and get the job and change it. Otherwise, shut up.
And let's move this to a bigger picture now. Not just movies and not just DC, but everything where everybody feels they are entitled to voicing an uneducated opinion just because they like something. They're entitled to have an opinion, but we don't need to fucking listen to it. Do you guys see this any day? This bleeds over into the world of influencers and so much more. Where Andrea, you like your murder podcasts, right?
Yes.
And I've listened to them with her, and they are good. Don't get me wrong. But there's a couple young ladies she listens to who, in particular, I'm like, where the fuck do they get their information? Because I've heard some of them where I'm like, I know this information is incorrect. And people are listening to these and thinking they are well-researched gospel truth. And in some cases, absolutely. Other cases, not always. Yes, Andrew?
Some of them, they tell you where they get the information. And some of them, they're like, in my opinion. So, it might not be fact, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
See, and they are providing an entertainment service. So that I understand. And that's where you can go and put out your thoughts and whatnot. That's a acceptable place. But we see so much of this. Everybody just thinks they get to stand in front of any crowd they want to. And I don't know. Can you guys voice what what my frustration is choking up on me here?
So here's an example. When the whole big Chick-fil-A thing is, they're like, boycott Chick-fil-A because of whatever is against gays. Here's my take on it. Okay, I may not agree with the head CEO or whatever they are.
But the chicken's good.
That too, and I'm not going to do that because then the employees, who some of the employees are gay or of that community, why would I make them suffer and lose a job just because of this person? So why boycott the stores? Yeah, that's how I see it.
Like what you hear? Want to know more? Go to TravisSivart.com. Check out his books, his podcasts, and all the other things he does.
I agree. If if I boycotted everything that didn't agree with my politics, religious views, if I really have any, uh, and so on and so on and so on, I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't watch a movie at all.
Mm.
I wouldn't watch television. I wouldn't drive an automobile. I wouldn't do anything. I just have to stay in a cave all the fucking time. It's ridiculous.
He'd be Osama bin Laden. Anyhow, Maria says, same thing with the Salvation Army. Yes, they are anti-gay, and I'm sure there are horrible things that they donate to, but they also help out a bunch of other people who are down on their luck.
Absolutely.
See, and in those particular cases, it was the CEO of Chick-fil-A that had these, what he called values, what we're saying is opinion, blah, blah, blah. And with Salvation Army, yeah, they're a religious organization, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, hold on. Oslet says, it's not the CEO, it's the institution. If the institution is actively donating their profits to causes I don't support, I won't support that business. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. If these institutions, these businesses, whatever, are actively working to harm any group of people, fuck that company. But on the other hand...
Define harm.
Yeah.
Well, there is that too.
Well, it's kind of like, all right, the Hobby Lobby, they will not provide birth control to insurance to their employees. So they're telling everybody, boycott, don't go to Hobby Lobby. Okay, but then again, that should be on the employee. If they are not getting what they need at that employer, they need to find another place to work.
Hey, can I work the other side of this? Go ahead.
You can't fight every...
Go, Andrea. You can't fight every...
You can't fight everybody's battle for them. Sometimes they have to stick up for themselves. And in that case, I leave that up to the employee. If they want to stay there and deal with that, that's fine, but they could find other employment.
Now I'm going to work the other side of the aisle on this.
Mm-hmm.
It is worth voicing these frustrations, concerns, opinions, etc., to bring attention to a problem that hasn't had light shown on it.
Mm-hmm.
But to turn into an internet lynch mob, to tear down something that people rely on for a living. See, and by the way, Asad, I'm going to read that comment in just a moment here, because that's a very true comment there, and that gets into a great thing. Isn't this great how I went from people whining about DC movies to now we're talking about union and changing the world through your voice? Because there is a difference between standing up to whine about something and standing up for something that has meaning and value.
Exactly.
And also it says the employee doesn't have that much power, I think. A job is a job. How strong are unions in the USA? Can they challenge their employers truly? Can people who live paycheck to paycheck really challenge something they disagree with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
To a point.
Because...
Go ahead.
Like when I was the employee of some companies that weren't treating me right, I found other ones. Mm-hmm. It wasn't easy, but you have to actively look for that. And as far as the Salvation Army, I don't share their religious views or anything, but I can say when my child was little, they did help. So it's,
So honestly, yes, I see where you're coming from. And it's definitely, it's a good point that you're bringing up. And here's what I'll say about that. In our current job market, I guarantee every person in Salvation Army or wherever could quit and find a new job within 24 hours. People are scrambling for employees. And that's the kind of voice that will make a difference. If a significant portion of your workforce quits with it in their resignation letter, and this is the kind of stuff you might want to post online if you put up a resignation letter and 200 other people do, out of 20,000 that quit, somebody's going to notice if you're like, I am quitting because I cannot support this, and I have another job the next day, Have a good day. So,
Well, more important to answer the first part of the question, how strong are the unions? It depends where you live. Here in the great Commonwealth of Virginia, unions are very, very weak. They're practically unheard of unless you're a truck driver or some big machine shop or something like that. When it comes to stores and stuff like that, they have no union. New York, quite different.
So, any closing thoughts on this, Ed?
We're done.
I want to move on to something more fun.
No, I mean, no. Like I said before, you said it all when you opened. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Bree said it. People need to calm their fucking tits. I think she said calm down, but calm their fucking tits. And get over it.
Andrea?
Yeah, I agree.
And I want to give my closing... Oh, let's do some closing music with this. Here's my closing thoughts on this. Guys, if you want to get into an uproar and use your opinion to create a mutual uproar, find something of value to do it for. Yes, absolutely, have your opinion on the movie and who your favorite actor is, but to break a franchise that's totally unrelated because one person was tied to it and hurting all the other people tied to it. Yeah, Ed.
I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
Oscillate. Wolf.
Okay, we'll catch you on the next episode of Talk of the Tavern.